What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Alain Gonzalez here, and today I want to talk quickly about how to get out of a funk. Maybe you're feeling down about something that's going on in your life at the moment. Maybe you're even depressed, all right? And in the past, I was somebody who would stress about everything, right? Whenever something quote-unquote bad happened, I would obsess over it, and I would get really stressed about it, and I would think about it even more, and that would make me even more stressed, etc., etc. But there's two big pieces of advice that I've gotten that have completely changed the way I react to things, and it essentially has changed my life. Okay, and the first one was while reading a book called The Road Less Traveled, where, and I'm paraphrasing, where he says something to the effect of life is hard, deal with it, you know, and essentially once you grasp that and accept the fact that life is going to put you in some pretty shitty situations, once they happen, they're not going to seem as shitty because you've accepted the fact that tough times are going to come, right? And shitty things happen to everybody, whether you're good or bad. And then another piece of advice is, and this is going to come across very simple, something you probably already know, but I think it's important that you're reminded of it, and I need to be reminded of it as well. And it's that when you think you have a problem, and this is something that Tolle says in his book, The Power of Now. If you look at something and if you look at a problem as a problem, then it essentially becomes a problem, right? But instead you should look at these problems as just situations that are going on in your life, okay? And if there's a situation that's going on in your life, you have a couple choices, right? If it's something that you have control over, something that you can change for the better, then you need to take action and change it for the better. All right, instead of bitching, moping, and complaining, take action and make it better. All right, because the bitching, the complaining, the moping is not going to make it better, or not going to make it go away. If you're in a relationship with somebody right now and you find yourself bitching and complaining about the relationship every time you're around your friends, just stop it. Either break up with the person, end the relationship, right? Or shut the fuck up and accept it. Okay? The other thing is, sometimes we're in situations that we don't have control over. All right? And when we don't have control, we tend to stress even more. But again, if we look at it as a situation, then we just have to accept it, right? If we don't accept it, what we do is, again, we mope, we bitch, we complain, we stress, and it doesn't change the situation. So instead of stressing yourself out and putting that burden on yourself, because essentially that's what you're doing, you're putting the burden on yourself, right? You need to just accept it and stop worrying about, how you're going to pay your rent tomorrow. If there's no way for you to do it, why sit in bed crying and whining all day or complaining to your friends about how tough your life is if it's not going to change it? One, if it's in your control, change it. Take action and change it. Stop bitching, stop complaining, and take action. Two, if there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it, right? It's out of your control. Maybe your girlfriend or your boyfriend cheated on you. What's done is done. It's out of your control. Stop arguing with them. Stop bitching and complaining to them. Leave them, right? Just accept the fact that it happened. So you either stay or you go, but you need to just accept it, because complaining, bitching, stressing is not going to change the fact of what happened, right? Stop bitching, stop complaining, start taking action. And if you can't take action and it's out of your control, accept it. Once you can do those things under whatever situation, right? Because we're not going to call it a problem anymore. We're going to call it a situation. Then you can learn to live in the now, focus on what needs to be done now, right? and you can improve your life. And you can stop wasting time bitching, complaining. Everybody has problems, right? But it's how you react to them, right? And again, if it's something that's out of your control, what's the purpose? All right, this is simple shit, but you need to be reminded. If you're going through something right now and you have control over it, change it. Change it for the better. If you don't, then just accept it. It is what it is. Keep it moving. Life goes on. Do whatever you can to avoid it happening again in the future, but don't let it take over your life. All right? Peace.